refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Razaban IFL TV proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to have with me Birmingham's finest, Birmingham's very own Kaisee Benjamin. Listen, it must feel nice knowing that you don't have to travel anywhere, no hotel check-in on a Monday, in your home city, fight night, Saturday night.
I love it, you know. I only live around the corner from Resorts World as well, like literally about 5-10 minutes. So, yeah, you know, it's good. And I can't wait just to fight now. Well, to weigh in is what I'm looking forward to the most, so then I get to eat.
Also good because you got people like Shaq, you got people like Ben Whittaker and others. Tyler, I spoke to a couple of hours ago as well. It's like the Birmingham boys having their own show.
That's it, you know. It's the first time for me fighting on a big show in Birmingham, so, you know, thanks to Sky and Boxer for that. And, you know, I'd always like to be on a big show in Birmingham, and obviously this is my first opportunity, and hopefully get my first bout in front of all my fans in my hometown.
I was going to say, a lot of fans, friends, family members are going to be coming on Saturday.
Yeah, I've done a decent amount of tickets, so yeah, man, I can't wait to show them what I've been working on. I know
it's not cheap for family members and friends to just constantly travel all the time, but is there a bit of added pressure because you're going to get so many of them on Saturday that you're going to be tested with that pressure of making sure that you win and perform in front of them?
I put pressure on myself every fight because obviously you don't want to lose. Obviously, being a boxer, I'm competitive. Even if I didn't do boxing, I'm really competitive anyway, so obviously I hate losing. I want to go in there and smash him, to be honest. So obviously it'd be ideal for him to come and fight, but obviously it's down to him.
Just moving away from Saturday, obviously last time out, Dalton Smith, opportunity to win that British title, didn't work out. How do you kind of reflect back on that loss?
I think it was just due to inactivity. If you look, I didn't fight for about 5-6 months before that against that Sir Jambosas, who is basically a middleweight. You know, he just not long knocked out that Andrew Robinson, who's a middleweight. So, yeah, I feel like, and then before that, I must not have fought about 4 or 5 months before that as well. So, probably about 5 or 6 maybe. But yeah, it's just inactivity. Again, fighting someone at Dalton's calibre, you know, you need to be active at least. And yeah, so I don't punish myself too much for the performance because I feel like it was a close fight, but I definitely have more in my locker.
Are you saying that a more active fighter, like if you were more active, you would have a better chance of beating Dalton?
100%. If I was more active, I'd have a better chance of beating Dalton.
Sean on Saturday, obviously, I think he's only got that one loss to Gavin Gwynn, so he's hard as nails. You know, he's not a walkover for you. So how have the preparations been for Sean?
Well, he can box and he can fight, so that's good to know that he can do both. So hopefully it makes for a better fight than just fighting someone who's just looking to, I don't know, stick to one style. So I know that he can mix it up, and I've been preparing for both. So, you know, I'm ready for the best version of him.
What does the future hold for Kaisee Benjamin? You know, what ideally in your world, what does the next 12 months look like?
Ideally, I put on a good performance Saturday night, and then take his spot in the WBO, becoming ranked 15th or whatever he is or higher. You know, I'm happy to be higher. And, you know, bigger fights on the horizon. Look for world level fights. Yeah, man. Obviously, that's why I'm in the game, to get a world title, and I'm on the right route. Well, I will be if I win this fight.
One of the names that was actually touted a little while ago for you was Azim. Obviously, Adam's with Sky and Boxer as well. Everyone's talking about this Dalton Smith, Azim down the line, but you know, you show that you belong at that level as well. You gave Dalton a good fight, although you lost. Would you go in there with Adam, or do you feel like you're above that now?
I feel like maybe in like a year or so, the way that Adam's fighting, how often he's fighting, how active he is, and obviously the hype behind him, I think he'll be ready to fight me in about a year if that is what Boxer and his team want to do. I believe it might be a bit too early for him at the moment, but yeah, definitely I'm open to fight anyone in my weight.
Do you see the potential in him? Do you see him? I know, like you said, there's a lot of hype around him, and there's a lot of kind of push for him to be kind of the face of Sky. But do you see that as a fighter from the outside?
From the outside, watching him, you can see why people are like drawn to the hype. But as a boxer and as a potential opponent, you can always see flaws. So, yeah, man. Hopefully he does his thing and keeps rising, like keeps his stock rising, and then eventually me and him gets made. But yeah, man, you can definitely see why people are buying into the hype, and credit to him.
Kaisee, wish you all the best. Saturday night, it's press conference day tomorrow, so you're only like less than 48 hours away before you can start eating. So enjoy your food, whatever you eat. But we'll catch you tomorrow as well at the presser.
Yeah, man, nice one. Thank you.
Kaisee Benjamin, Firefall TV. Thank you very much.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,